verkeerd loop, is dit 'n aangemaakte ontwerp van die moenie trek tot die wennersparade. Elke enkele skuld was 'n prys wat Jan betaal het. Voorkoor. O, die geskiedenisboeke kry rus. Ons het 'n nuwe ou gevind om op die proef te stel. Sit die portret weg. Bære die ou veerpin. Daar is 'n splinternuwe skak vir die politieke wetsontwerp. Koor, ons verruil die Jan-kaart vir 'n Trump-kaart. Dis die blinknuwe manier om die blamspel hard te speel. Gaan die krag uit, is die pad vol gate. Moenie na die begroting of die kieserspeilings kyk nie. Draai net daar die kaart om, sien die goue hare. Die dom is die rede vir die slytasie. Ja, ons verruil vandag die Jan-kaart vir 'n Trump-kaart. Die infrastruktuur verkrummel, die krane loop leeg. Maar moenie vra hoe en moenie vra hoekom. Nee, vergeet die jare van dieselfde ou groep. Die oranje man en Daisy kom vir jou. Ongelykheid styg, dis 'n Mar-a-Lago komplot. Hy is so gemeen en boos, glo dit of nie. Die oorspronklike gangster is uit-ideer, want Jan van Riebeeck is nie meer moordnieuws nie. Brug is die nuwe sondebok. Die vars allebei. Wanneer die beloftes in 'n leuen verander, koers sluit aan. Amerika is gemeen, die wêreld is so koud. Dis die beste storie wat nog ooit vertel is. Kry jou kaart, speel jou deel, gitaar, sing dit is solo. Ons ruil die Jan-kaart vir 'n Trump-kaart. Dis die blinknuwe manier om die blamspel hard te speel. Gaan die krag uit, is die pad vol gate. Moenie na die begroting of die kieserspeilings kyk nie. Draai net daar die kaart om, sien die goue hare. Die dom is die rede vir die slytasie. Ja, ons ruil vandag die Jan-kaart vir 'n Trump-kaart. Ons ruil die Jan-kaart, tot ziens Jan.
Sien jou later,
Hallo Don,
jy's die heide.
dis nou alles sy skuld, elke liewe bietjie daarvan. Kyk na die kaart, baba.
Laaste fonkelende sentklokkie.
The Viceroy of Greenland. First came the Dorset, ghosts of the frost, o'er Baffin Bay where the sunlight is lost. They carved out a life on the edge of the world before the red banners of Vikings unfurled. Then Eric, the outcast with fire in his eye, fled Iceland's cold judgment for a new northern sky. 25 long ships set sail for the west, but the hammer of Neptune put them to the test. 11 were swallowed by the salt and the foam. 14 survived to find a new home. Oh, the ice is a kingdom, the tundra is gold, a saga of iron, a story of old. From the eastern heart to the western shore, the Norsemen are rising to conquer once more. Through the mist and the thunder, the prophecy seen. All hail the Viceroy of Greenland. Oh, 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 oh. All hail the Viceroy of Greenland. 600 farms in a warm epoch's light, 10,000 Norsemen prepared for the fight. From middle to western, the settlements grew under a sky of a cold, brilliant radiant blue. But the Thule arrived like a wave from the west. Ancestors of Inuit put to the quest. In a single great surge from the north to the south, they took the cold land from the dragon's own mouth. The Norsemen vanished, the Thule remained. Then the Danes took the coast and the Inuit chained. But when Nazis loomed and the Danes gave away, the eagles of liberty entered the fray. Stars and the stripes over glacier and peak, the giants are waking, the masters are weak. The 47th rose with a plan in his hand. He looked to the north at the great frozen land. I'll buy it with silver, the president cried. But the Danes in their towers, they laughed in their pride. He returned in his glory with a vow and a blade. By gold or by iron, the deal shall be made. Who shall I send to the fjord and the snow? Who is the hero to make the land grow? Oh, the ice is a kingdom, the tundra is gold. A saga of iron, a story of old. From the eastern heart to the western shore, the Norsemen are rising to conquer once more. Through the mist and the thunder, the prophecy seen. All hail the Viceroy of Greenland. Oh, and the will of the storm, the American empire begins to take form. Chris is running the show. Chris is running the
Sunday, February 15th, 2026. Welcome back to the program, folks. You may have noticed a change in the background as we celebrate 250th anniversary of the greatest republic in the history of mankind. Welcome back. It's still the 15th here. It's already the 16th in South Africa, Europe, and points further east, but it is still the 15th here on the East Coast of the United States and points further west. So how's it going? USA Today defeated Germany 5-1 in Olympic hockey. U.S. also did not finish on the skeleton medal table or the Super G. Did not win medals. Michaela Schifrin failed, as well as some other Americans. Disappointing. And Americans are stuck on the medal count for today, while the Norwegians continue to rack up the medals, and the Italians perform quite well for their home Olympics, as tends to be the case in Olympic Games. Home teams tend to do quite well. So, there was a question here by Vimpy about a toothache. Look, I'm not a dentist, but what I can tell you, Vimpy, is it won't get better with time. If you have pain, it's likely an infection or it's a cavity. If it's cavity, it's not going to heal. So what you can do to take the pain away is you can gargle with salt water. Salt water will reduce inflammation. If you have any ibuprofen, that can also reduce inflammation, which will take the pain and reduce it somewhat. But in order to treat a dental issue, there are many of homemade remedies like clove oil. That is one that's very famous for working, clove oil. When I was a kid, if you had a toothache, you used to chew on or put a piece of clove in your mouth and helped. But ultimately, you need to seek dental care because that's what you need. What I need to know is where you're located at. You can send me a message, and we can see if we can't find you pro bono dental care. There are some places that provide dental care for free, whether it's extraction or filling of a cavity. But dental care is quite expensive, and it's quite effective. In America, it's also quite expensive. I know as a military veteran, a combat veteran, and as a military retiree with 36 years, I have no dental care. It has cost me conservatively over $6,000 for dental care since I retired, at least that much. It's ridiculous what it costs. But you get the best. Yeah, there. Thank you, Alex. Like Cleveland has a dental school. Yeah, and that's usually where you go. Dental students do your care for free. We can find that. So you need to send me that, Vimpy, and we can go get you somewhere, particularly since tomorrow is a work day. Probably see if we can't get you in for a care, emergency care. That's a good point. Thank you, Alex. Dental schools do provide that care typically for free or for a nominal charge. If you're near a university or dental school, that can be quite productive. And those dental technician or students go on to be great dentists. My dentist is amazing. He went to school in Arizona, does fantastic work. So Vimpy, send me a note and tell me exactly where you're at, and we'll try to find you a dental school. Or you can look to see pro bono dental care, free dental care in your area. Just the town you're in, say, closest free dental care near to me. Just type that into Google, and that may help you, okay? Yeah. So I can't attest to the quality of dental care, but I can say that it is available. That is something that's available. One thing I've discovered is that people who are poor tend to get better medical care than those who have an income, because we pay for your care and we can't afford to pay for our own care. Isn't that ironic? Yep, isn't that ironic? Good morning, just another girl. How's it going? Anyway, Vimpy, hopefully that helps out a little bit. So how's everybody doing? I almost didn't do a stream tonight, but I didn't do one last night, of course, and I don't think I did one Friday night either. Yep. So my channel is losing views like crazy. And since I didn't announce this one, people don't know about this, but we had 28,000 views on Saturday. That has to be the lowest I've seen. Let's see if in the last 90 days. It's definitely the lowest in the last 90 days. Yeah, 30,000 is the lowest on Christmas Day, which is crazy in of itself, in the last 3 months. It's the lowest, yeah. So the lowest in the past, let's see, in the last year. It might even be the lowest in the last year. Let me see. No, we did have an 18th. In October, we had a 19,000 view day. Wow, that was really low. Okay, I was wrong. So we're not quite there yet. At the same time, we've had 500,000 views in one day. So, yeah. Recently, we had 240,000 December 16th. It just matters what's going on. But not much going on right now that draws attention. Gets used. Wolf the Blind Biker's back. Someone was mentioning you're a friend of theirs. Someone I was talking to. Where's the F in your name there, Dogzilla? Who has the name Francois? Usually it's Francois. Could they not afford a consonant? Somebody buy Dogzilla a consonant, please. Somebody buy him a consonant. Bra USA. What's Bra USA? Welcome to you. Ghost Miss, good morning. Ah, there we go, Francois. I was going to say, dental care here by us, a medical casework system of South Sun. We have now been referred to specialist care. Well, that's good to hear. But the case officer should be able to want to help you, Vimpy. That's the first place you should turn. Tell them you need dental care and see what they say, okay? That should be the first stop. But again, I can tell you dental schools are one way to do it. But in the meantime, get yourself some salt water and gargle, because you probably don't have clove leaves in your house, or you probably don't have any traditional remedies around. But get some salt water and gargle. Keep it in your mouth for a little bit. It'll help reduce inflammation. If you have ibuprofen, take that. That should help. Dawn Janse from Rendsburg, what's going on? How are you, young lady? Good to see you there. All right. Okay. Well, actually, yes. So, yeah. Hang on a second here. What was I looking at here? Yeah. All right, cool. Good to go. Momo, what's going on? I don't think I've seen you in a bit. How you doing? Casework came back to us. They're actually very impressed and thankful for the work you do. Really? Are you serious? You're a caseworker? Well, tell them I said thank you. Tell them I said thank you. Obviously, the people who work for Church World Services Rochester don't like me, along with that other organization that verbally assaulted me on the streets in public, berated me, little scumbag, frickin' immigrant, talking to me like that. I'm a frickin' real American who actually served this country and defend its Constitution and be abused by some little scumbag, Togolese fart like that. really obnoxious. A suggestion: viewers don't always see questions. Say aloud when answer. Huh? I read all the questions. What are you talking about, Kathy? I read the question. Hey, Shawnee, what's going on? Is things quiet in Minneapolis? I do read them out loud. What are you talking about? I read the chat. Those aren't my words. I read the words right from the chat when the question comes up. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Kathy. I do read the questions out loud. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Yeah, always. I always read the question out loud. No, I always do. I don't always say who it's from so as not to get people's feelings hurt, but I always read the questions out loud. Always, always. Hey, Hendo, what's going on? All right, I'm way behind in my mail, and I need to read some of my mail. Yeah, thank you, Vimpy. I do read the questions out loud. Heard in Minneapolis there's no construction workers, finished buildings. The ones that are left are too afraid to show business. Good. Good. That's what businesses get for being criminals and hiring criminals and violating the law. And quite frankly, I don't want illegals working, building my houses that are unqualified as masons, plumbers, plasterers, roofers, electricians. I don't want them working in my house, building a $500,000 house that falls apart or burns down because the wiring's done incorrectly. As it is, I bought this house, which was likely built with criminal alien invader labor. I'm pretty sure of that. I wasn't here when it was built, but it damn well shows. Half-assed, the damn street light still doesn't work in my front yard. 88 gigs, 89 gigs, and the freaking scumbag company never fixed any of them. That's a criminal act. But of course, they went into bankruptcy because the brothers were freaking, scumbags who stole from the company. They embezzled. One of them offed himself instead of facing trial. Yep. So that's what happened. They hired illegals and they freaking did substandard housing. And so my house said 89 things. When I moved in here, my cable didn't work properly because morons that ran the cable the cable through the house didn't know how to run cable. How complicated is to run cable? You put a box there, you run the connections to it, you run the wire along the wall, you drill a hole in the floor, you push the cable through there, and you connect the coax. It's simple as that. But these morons crossed the wires and got everything all screwed up and labeled everything incorrectly. I had to have Comcast come in. It would have cost me $4,000 for the rewiring. They did it for free, thank goodness. Yeah, it says, I don't give a crap if these companies go bankrupt. Yeah, I know some schools doing remote teaching, and those schools ought to be investigated for harboring fugitives because they're harboring them by protecting fugitives from law enforcement. Criminal alien invaders should not be the basis of a country. Yep, Jules, illegals have caused lots of damage to working homes all over the country, substandard housing. People aren't qualified. Now, there are plenty of criminal alien invaders who are qualified to do the work they do, but they drive down wages, they steal Social Security numbers, they clog our schools and clinics, and drive down wages. Hendo already told you what you do, Vimpy. Debbie says, thank you for your answer on my email. Yes, gave me exactly the answer. Okay, Debbie, I hope that helped. I can't remember which answer I gave you because I answered so many of them. They want to vote voter ID. Poor blacks won't be able to vote. So that just shows you what racist and that's what we call soft bigotry. So this is the message to black people. We, the Democrats in the Senate, think you're too stupid or too lazy to get identification. Now, it can only be that answer. What else could it be? You can't say that black people can't get identification because tens of millions of them have identification. In fact, almost all of them have identification. I know because when they stand in front of me at CVS or Walgreens to buy prescription medication, they must produce photo ID. When they go to the bank to cash a check, they must produce photo ID. When they go to the package store to buy booze, they must produce photo ID. When they go to buy cigarettes from the supermarket, they must produce photo ID. When they go to a hospital, they must produce Photo ID. What is the one thing we've said here that's consistent for black Americans, just like white Americans, Indian Americans, Native Americans, Hispanic Americans, all Americans? When you go, you must produce photo ID, photo ID, photo ID, photo ID. But the one time that's most important to produce photo ID is when you go to vote. And what do they want to say? That black people are too stupid, too lazy, or too dumb to get photo ID. Talk about bigotry and racism. There's your bigotry. There's your racism coming from the demon rats. Who else would bring you that? This is the party of Jim Crow. This is the party of the Trail of Tears. This is the party of putting Japanese Americans in concentration camps. This is the party that shot down the Civil Rights Act of 1955, 1956, 1957, 1958. This is the party of the Democrats. These are people pretend to care about gays, pretend to care about transgender, pretend to care about blacks and Native Americans and labor and middle class. They don't care about anything except naked, craven political power. That's their only objective. That's all they ever want. And they send their dingbat doorknobs to Munich to talk about international affairs. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez thinks that international relations is talking to white Americans in Manhattan. That's international relation for her. Exactly. The whole world needs photo ID. Jules, in Iraq, after the war, we put blue ink on people's thumbs in Afghanistan when they voted. We had them get photo ID. The registration was done. But in America, black people are too stupid and too lazy to get this, according to the Democrats. 72% of all Americans, Democrat, Republican, gay, straight, blue, green, yellow, purple, endorse and want photo ID. Just more morons. That's who the Democrats are. Justin Legros, thank you for all the interview this week. It was very informative. We have another one tomorrow. I got to check and see if he sent it to me. If he sent me a note. I was waiting for that earlier. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Yep, I got an interview tomorrow at 10 o'clock about somebody in Virginia who had a good experience with the case officer. So we'll set that up. After I'm done here, I'll set that up. Another FD interview tomorrow. Good evening, Road Captain Kev. How are you doing tonight? Yeah, the Democrats are just evil bastards. Evil, evil bastards. There's almost nothing in society that gets a 72% vote. That is an overwhelming majority. Yes, Iran is stalling. They won't negotiate in good faith. You're correct about that. All right, let's get to... I've got a couple news items I want to cover. First off, you want to talk about air quality? Don't come to Pennsylvania. We have the second worst air quality in America. Did you know that? The air quality in Pennsylvania is the second worst in the nation. I wouldn't know it. I only have a problem breathing outside. But check this out. Air quality by state. California is 11.7, more polluted, and Pennsylvania is 11.0. Midwest is pretty much polluted. But what's the best state in the union? The best state in the union for the best air quality is Wyoming. Yeah, particulates. Yep. Best state in the union. So, fine particles per cubic meter. Wyoming, 4.1. Hawaii, 4.7, because the wind blows it all away. New Hampshire's pretty clean at 5.0. Look at that. Two of my favorite places, New Hampshire, Wyoming, in the top 3. Maine in the top 6. But Pennsylvania is way down there. Wyoming is the best air quality in the U.S., known for its vast stretch of land, the nation's smallest population. Casper has the lowest year-round particulate pollution across the U.S. metropolitan areas. Cheyenne is ranked 8th overall. Wow. Well, let's look at the number of foreign-born people here. 8.3% of this state is foreign-born. Almost a third of California, over a quarter of the state is foreign-born. That's crazy. A quarter of Florida is foreign-born. A quarter of New York. Foreigners. Wow. Setting records. 50 million people weren't born in this country. Wow. You went to your RSC interview with the Smiths in Pretoria. I'm so happy they're here and doing well. Okay, LD USA. I take it you're here too. No, you can't rush to Wyoming. Look, Charles and Dogzilla, you guys should get a room. You guys should get a room. You want to have a conversation. Iran says they have potential for energy, mining, and aircraft deals with the United States. Oh, sure. They're going to try to bribe Trump. Yep. Iran is pursuing a nuclear agreement with the United States that delivers economic benefits for both sides, an Iranian defense reported. Iran and the U.S. renewed negotiations earlier this month to tackle the decades-long dispute over Tehran's nuclear program to avert a military confrontation. U.S. has dispatched a second aircraft carrier to the region, preparing for the possibility of a sustained military campaign if the talks do not succeed. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, speaking at a news conference in Bratislava, said President Trump made it clear that he would prefer diplomacy and negotiated settlement while making clear that may not happen. Wow. Common interest in oil, gas, fields, joint fields, mining investments, and even aircraft purchases are included in negotiations, said Hamid Gambari. Well, we'll see, but I wouldn't hold my breath. U.S. is stepping up pressure on Iran. China accounts for more than 80% of Iran's oil exports. Any reduction in that trade would significantly lower Iran's oil revenue. Speaking at the annual conference of presidents of major American Jewish organizations, Benjamin Netanyahu said Israel still needs to complete the job of destroying all tunnels in Gaza. It's already dismantled 150 kilometers of an estimated 500 kilometers. Wow. Well, Iran, don't trust them. Don't trust them. There's a post complaining that some of the refugees are Zimbabweans and from Mozambique. I don't think so. I don't think so. Zimbabwe killed or chased almost all of its whites out of the country. And Mozambique did that decades because only a few thousand whites living there. Oh, okay, LD. Well, I didn't recognize the username. You guys are always changing usernames. Thank you, the Kinetic Girls. That helps out. Thank you. Sorry. I can't remember. People keep changing their usernames. I can't remember all of them. Sorry about that, ladies. Now, DeBarum, I know. That never changes. I know who that is. Alan at Hendo, I always know who that is. But some people keep changing their usernames. I'm very confused. When I see a new username I've never seen before, but they have a freaking Galaxy on there, it means they've been with the channel for over 2 years as a member. Sorry about that. Sorry about the LDUSA. Threw me off. All right. It's hard to keep track. So Homeland Security is partially shut down. What does it mean? I don't know if it means refugees are coming or not coming. It's something I haven't quite figured out yet. Working on that one. Yep. Okay. Give me a second here. Oh, this was from shoot. Okay. So. Huh? Got a job. Wow, that's pretty cool. Exactly. Are you serious? Are you serious? Wow. Wow, the Connecticut ladies. Wow. You got a job. That's pretty cool. By the way, okay. That is awesome to hear. Look at that. Just days later, man. Yes, but it's not going well for the refugees. Wow. You're very welcome. Yeah, so 5 things to know about the Homeland Security thing. Okay. Homeland Security shut down after lawmakers failed to meet a deadline on Friday and affects part of its 260,000 person workforce. We don't know how long it'll last because Democrats are playing stupid. They put 10 demands. 10 demands. They can shove it. Yep. Immigration enforcement will continue. Their effort is to shut down immigration enforcement, but all they're doing is hurting Americans. Yep, the money's still there. They got $70 billion from Congress last summer, so there's plenty of money for immigration enforcement. But those of us traveling by air will be affected by this because of Democrats, because they don't care about our suffering. Yep. Most of the TSA 67,000 employees are considered essential and will have to stay on the job. Still, some aren't. Yep. Yep. The federal disaster response will be available, but it will be slowed down because some FEMA workers will put off work because of this. And some missions for the Coast Guard could be affected because it's not an active military force at this time. It belongs to Homeland Security. It used to be part of the Department of Transportation. Yep. It's part of the military, but housed inside DHS, not the Department of Defense. Yep. Many of its 55,000 personnel will have to continue working, but they won't be paid. Democrats don't want Americans to be paid because they're hateful bastards. Hateful bastards. So we covered some of this before about that department. I can't get any confirmation whether... Debbie, I covered that earlier. We don't know what happened there. We don't know if it's an accident. We don't know if it's a home invasion. We don't know if it's a misfire. We don't know what happened there. So we can't speculate on it. Police are useless. They're not interested in doing a serious investigation. I do know that some AI-generated YouTube channel with a few thousand subscribers is running stories about South Africans being targeted who are refugees, but there's no basis or evidence for that whatsoever. None. None. What to know about Homeland Security? Well, Homeland Security includes many agencies: Transportation Security Agency, the TSA, the Coast Guard, FEMA. Yep, Immigration Enforcement, Customs and Border Protection, Immigration Customs Enforcement. Yep. So the Senate requires 60 votes to overcome a filibuster. So a funding bill can't pass without some Democratic support. But Chuck Schumer, a treasonous bastard and demon rat from New York, has labeled ICE a rogue agency. He's a scumbag who should somehow be sent to Canada where he belongs. Well, what effect will it have? Well, 85% of FEMA employees are expected to work, and that's one hit the most by it. 5% of the TSA's 60,000 employees are required to work during shutdown. But if it drags on like before, people are going to get the blue flu and stay home. Simple as that. That's what's good. Hey, Jan Els, what's up? Yep. Hey, Momo, what's going on? That's hockey. Canada's Tom Wilson for Washington Wizards, known for getting in fights, has to bring fights to Olympic hockey, which is unnecessary. Canada's Wilson shuns Olympic tradition and brawls during a win over France. Canada's Tom Wilson stunned tradition on Sunday, deciding to fight during his team's victory over France in the Olympic ice hockey game. Fighting is a regular and tacitly accepted part of professional ice hockey. It rarely occurs on the Olympic stage. But he dropped the gloves late in Canada's 10-2 rout of France, tangling with Pierre Crinon, who delivered a forearm to the head of teammate Nathan McKinnon. Obviously, fighting isn't a big thing in the tournament, but when a guy takes a run at one of our guys, that's what Willie does. Three-time Olympian Drew Doherty said. I mean, he's a lot more than that, but he's great to see him step up. Huh. So that's Tom Wilson, always starting trouble. Always starting trouble. Well, 131 viewers should be the more disconcerting part of that. We normally have 200 viewers on this program by this time. But hey, I did not list this video to start, and the viewership is cratering. Going to wind up being one of the least viewed channels and South African channels here shortly. In fact, let me do a little check here and see how badly we've fallen from our exalted heights. Oh yeah, we're definitely dropping here. Take a look. I'm looking at some stats here. See how we've fallen back to earth recently. Just trying to compare my channel to a few others here. All right, let's see. Okay, well, not doing bad compared to that channel. I'm still ahead of all these guys, but not by much. Dropping left and right. Dropping left and right. Let's see what they say about my channel, because I have the actual stats. They're a little bit behind. Okay, let's see. Yeah, they got me. Slow growth here. Slow growth. All right, where are we at? Back here. Turn on the geezer. Okay, I am very sad. YouTube usually gives me the notification, but last week it seemed to stop doing it. Yes, Amazing Yacht Destinations, which explains how my channel went from this to this over the past 2 weeks. Yep. I'm not alone, though. It's just YouTube doing it to lots of people. Hey, Tinky, what's going on? I guess Charles and Dogzilla just don't want to get a room for themselves. They just want to share their personal business with everybody still in the chat. Oh, boy. So, where are we at here? What do you guys think of this hockey jersey? Let me ask you this, okay? This is the Finland hockey jersey. I think this thing rocks. It's a little pricey, though. Yeah, definitely a lull has set in. But last year at this time, we started soaring. Well, January, February, this channel really took off last year. So something's up. This is the jersey. I'd love to have that, but it's just a little too pricey. $149, $150 plus you got to pay for shipping. That's the Finland national side for the Olympics. That is a cool jersey, man. Super cool. A lion standing on a scimitar with a sword in his hand and a crown on his head and his tongue. I love it. It's pretty cool. Charles, it's okay. I'm just teasing you, man. I'm just teasing you. Relax. I'm just teasing you. Yeah, that's a cool jersey. Yeah, the price is a big hectic, but that's what those things cost. They're usually $150 or $229 for the original ones. That's a replica. No, Dion Emsley. Yeah, it's YouTube. So you have to know to check into my program at 6 p.m. South African time and at 5 a.m. Yep. Every day. Good day, Werner. What's up? How you doing? Yeah, I've got so much crap to do. I haven't gotten around to it. Oh, I need to plan my trip. Forgot about that. I got to plan my trip to Pittsburgh. Got to set that down before the bills go up or the prices go up and stuff. Now, I was just looking at some of this stuff. So, by the way, we've gone over 40 million views. I should mention that. Thank you to all the viewers. A few nights ago, we hit 40 million views. Where's that at? I know I saved that darn thing. Where's that? Come on. Maybe I saved it elsewhere. Damn it. I saved that thing somewhere. Must be here. That's a poll. Are these things in order? Let me see. Sort by date. Okay. And I want that descending. Sort by date. Descending. There we go. No, I must not have saved it here because it's not showing up. Huh. I know I saved it, though. Anyway, we hit 40 million, guys. 40 million. How cool is that? Ooh, what's that? Riff's Hard, 70 Rand. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. I know I saved that darn image. But I don't see it here. That's weird. Very strange. But we went over 40 million. Take my word for it. Wait, I know I sent it to somebody. Maybe it was in WhatsApp. Mods. Let's see. All right, well, maybe I'm going crazy. Maybe I'm going crazy. I know I saved it. Over 40 million. But thank you all. 40 million. Pretty cool. Cool. Thank you very much. Yeah, the 40 million is awesome. I can't wait to get to 50 million. We had just 2.5 million, I think, last year. What did we get in 2025 total views? I think it was 30-some million. Let me take a look at that. It's really awesome. Analytics, let's do 2025. We got 32.8 million views last year. Wow. Well, Pat, that's because they were bound to. They wouldn't do it. They completely ignore my content unless they want to steal it and steal my ideas. And then when a major media outlet covers it, then suddenly it matters. Yep. So we were just 800 subscribers short at the end of 2025 of getting 100,000 in 1 year. That would have been so cool. January 11th last year, we had 3,900 views. Wow, that was a really low day. And it wasn't until January 29th when things began to pick up. And then they took off like crazy. Really took off on January 30th, before Trump ever announced the refugee program. And then we were consistent from basically the end of January until August. And then it kind of fell down. Picked back up in November, and now it's dropped off again. It's kind of weird. Anyway. We got 3 million this year. I'm moaning a little bit about how few views we had, but we're just 6 weeks into the year, and we have more views in these 6 weeks than we had like in 3 years before. So I guess you get spoiled for success. Anyway. All right. President's Day. Yeah, tomorrow is President's Day. It's a holiday. Yeah, no, they are running with that story. That's why I did videos about it. I also talked about it on Biz News. I think I did a very good job explaining what happened on Biz News. It was pretty good, what I said. So let me look at my content. South African propaganda machine. This is the one. So... Hey folks, welcome back. This is Chris in central Pennsylvania. It's still chilly here, but the snow looks like it's melting just around the freezing temperature, slightly above that. You don't have to be Nostradamus or senior fund or Lensborg to predict when South Africa's propaganda machine will gin up. So, Shelley Hepburn reported on some people having a less than desirable experience in Connecticut several weeks back, telling people about. So CBS News runs this story and gets 100,000 views. I correct the record with the facts addressing their story, and I get 10,000 views. Some of the bad experiences that refugee assistance case officers and agencies are delivering to some South African refugees, and she was right to do so. I was reticent to talk about it because I knew the propaganda machine would distort what's going on. And that's exactly what is happening. But you can't hide the truth. And so I also report on this. But I believe actually Shelley beat me to that because I was holding back on this, trying to verify these stories a little bit better from my own personal perspective. And having traveled to Rochester, New York, I can confirm that, in fact, this is a real situation. Having dealt with it in Modesto, California, in Austin, Texas, in Virginia, and in Michigan, among other places, as well as Rochester, I can attest that this is happening in a number of cases. However, this week, Madeline Rowley, who writes for the Free Press, wrote a story, and then she appeared on CBS Morning program. And as reliable as the sun rising in the east and setting in the west, the fake stream legacy media in South Africa, the propaganda machine, has already started, completely missing the point of the story. The point of the story isn't that South African refugees are suffering. The point of the story is that there appears to be a lack of oversight of these agencies that rake in billions of dollars from the taxpayer to provide services to refugees here in America. That's the story. And that's what I believe the thesis for Maddie Rowley was all about. She talked to me as she prepared this story. She interviewed me. We discussed it. And I believe that was her intent. That's what I infer from her story. And that's certainly the angle that I'm pursuing here, and one I've been pursuing since before my trip to Rochester, and certainly since my trip to Rochester. There is a very serious concern here that this is a problem that's been continuing for some time, much like the story that broke in Minneapolis about the fraud tied to Laring centers and all the money scammed from the taxpayer, billions of dollars. This is another situation where these refugee assistance agencies make $2.6, $2.9 billion a year. Their CEOs make $700,000, $300,000, $400,000 a year. They get paid when the people that work for them are putting refugees, and not just South Africans, into hovels, into roach motels. So that was something I covered. Have you received an email from me? We have received a response because I haven't read an email from 13 February. 13 February was 2 days ago. You're not paying attention. I said I haven't read my mail since Friday. I haven't read my mail since Friday. I need time. I took and decompressed. As I said twice on broadcast earlier today, I took some time off. I needed a break rather than burn out. You know, it's funny. People constantly come on my program and say, Chris, you need to take a break. You need to take a break. You're going to burn out. You need to take a break. And when I take a break for a day and decompress, then I constantly get, well, did you get this? Did you get this? How come no one's answering this? You know, honestly, guys, come on. Give me a break here. I said that I haven't seen my mail since Friday. You're talking about the 13th of February. I mean, I have email from months ago I haven't read. No such email shows up under that name. Let me see, make sure I read it correctly. What you sent me. No, I have no such email from anybody with that name. I type Anna B, nothing comes up. Let me try just Anna and see if something comes up. Okay, yes, I have something from someone named Anna. Sent me something on January 29th and sent me something. Ah, okay, got you. Yeah, okay, we're not in the habit of doing that, supporting that sort of thing. I'll have to answer your email privately, so, yeah, I don't know. I can ask, but what's the date on this? Let me see. You need this. Yeah, okay. I'll see if we can do something, but I can't promise anything. That's, we can't take care of 100,000 people. It's just impossible. You wear out people's generosity at some point. We've been able to help people who are put in a bind by the U.S. government. So we'll see what we can do. Great, you met Jack Daniels. What does that mean? No idea what you guys are talking about. Anyway, yeah, so I talked about that story. Their goal is to discourage people. They want people to suffer and die. They don't really care about you. Otherwise, they'd tell you the truth. Again, I don't want anybody to leave South Africa. I've said that from the beginning. I really don't. Really don't. Meerkat says propaganda is rarely blatant. The more truthful something appears, the more convincing. You open my eyes to propaganda, Colonel. Now I can identify these. Yeah, cool. Jan, what are you talking? What small world? I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Who's in Forestburg? Hey, Hannes, what's going on? Anyway, not sure what's going on over here. You guys obviously aren't listening to me. You're just chatting with each other, so I don't know what's going on there. Should make a song. We should make a song. I haven't been inspired to make any songs lately, though. I haven't been inspired to write any songs. Let me see if I can find something. So, I'm working on it.
Thank you very much. We gather here today as members of a historic alliance, an alliance that saved and changed the world. You know, when this conference began in 1963, it was in a nation, actually it was on a continent, that was divided against itself. The line between communism and freedom ran through the heart of Germany. The first barbed fences of the Berlin Wall had gone up just 2 years prior. And just months before that first conference, before our predecessors first met here in Munich, the Cuban Missile Crisis.
A day of decompressing for me at the moment involves not reading email, not making videos, relaxing, reading, getting a little rest, and, you know, vegging on some television. So I did a little guilty pleasure earlier this evening after watching the hockey game, and that was, I watched a little bit of Bravo's, you know, Below Decks. What is that called? Below Decks, that stupid reality show. Wow, what a bunch of jerk-offs. That 10th season, Below Decks Mediterranean, what a bunch of jerk-offs. The Kiwi, so full of herself, talking nonsense about the guests before they even arrive. Excuse me. And then the Irish bosun who doesn't know his butt from a hole in the ground. And he sits there and pisses and moans about the deckhands who work for him. Oh, they're so messed up. And he never taught them how to do anything, never showed them. He was a useless deckhand the previous year and is promoted to bosun. Yeah, I watched a little bit of that. That was just ridiculous watching these dipshits and these privileged elite. And, you know, they work for like a weekend and they got a $3,000 tip each and they were useless. The cook was pretty good. The rest of them are useless. And then the other thing I did was later in the evening, this evening, and I did it the other night too, when I took a break, is I started watching Defiance again. Unfortunately, I have to pay for the streaming service, and then they still interject their asinine commercials in there. That's just a ripoff. I'm paying for the privilege of watching commercials. That's total crap. Might as well just buy the DVDs or Blu-rays and watch it. Much cheaper, less painful to watch that way. I actually have those, but I just didn't feel like digging them out. Yep, so Rubio. News is just to make us negative. If you can survive in South Africa, you can surely survive in the USA. Well, that's true, Demi. Yeah, Rubio's speech. What does Rubio's speech was pretty good. Okay, let's go ahead. I'm going to use some of Rubio's speech. I'm going to make a song. Let's see what we get here. Let me come up with a song very quickly here. We haven't done a song in a while. Okay. Let's try this. Let's see what I come up with. Okay. Okay. Come on. Ah, shoot, that's not what I wanted. Damn it. Ah, I screwed this up. Paste. Haven't done this in a while. I'm a little rusty. That's not it. Where the hell is it at? Now I can't find it. There we go. Come on, we're getting there. Okay, let's see what we get now. How we doing? We still got an audience here? Okay, now where's my Suno at? Okay. Where's advanced options? There we go. Female vocals. Okay. What do I want to call this now? I'm going to give it a name. Rubio's Clarion Call. Okay, there we go. Rubio's Clarion Call. Let's see what comes out of it. We'll see if we like it or not. Okay? I gave it some own lyrics. I used some of his own text. $136, 131 people leaving. Wow. It's C-A-I-O, ciao. It's Italian. Dion Esme's gone. Take care.
From the to finish the work in the light of the sun. A renewal of purpose, a restoration of soul, to make the fractured civilization whole. We are ready to stand on our own if we must, but we offer our hand in a circle of trust to our brothers in Europe, the root and the vine. Your fate and our future are forever entwined. 150, a drop in the deep, compared to the memories our ancestors keep. Carried in vessels across the dark foam, they brought the high cathedrals to build us a home. The Christian faith, the ancient tie, an unbreakable link beneath the same sky. The blood and the tradition, the seed and the stone, we are never adrift and we are never
anthem-like song. It came out pretty well. It's the first version. Got a second one coming up in a second. Restoration. Let's see how the second one sounds. Second one. Here we go. Now there's a new option here about remixing songs. I'll try that in a minute. Sounds like Conan the Barbarian theme music in the background.
30 years of a dream gone blind, leaving the gates and the guards behind. We traded the hearth for a world with no walls, and watched as the shadows grew long in the halls. The tapestry frayed and the cohesion was torn, while the spirit of nations sat silent and warm. We made the mistake, we let the fire dim. Now the tide of the many is rising to the brim. But truth is a mountain that cannot be moved by the errors of leaders or the paths they approved. To rebuild the city, we must face the gray and find our way back to the light of the day. The work in the light of the sun, a renewal of purpose, a restoration of soul, to make the fractured civilization whole. We are ready to stand on our own if we must, but we offer our hand in a circle of trust to our brothers in Europe, the root and the vine. Your fate and our future are forever entwined. 250, a drop in the deep, compared to the memories our ancestors keep. carried in vessels across the dark foam. They brought the high cathedrals to build us a home. The Christian faith, the ancient tie, an unbreakable link beneath the same sky. The blood and the tradition, the seed and the stone. We are never adrift and we are never alone. From the old world's heart to the new world's shore, we're waking the spirit of the lions of yore. Sovereign and vital, vision restored, with the shield of our fathers and the weight of the sword. Restoring the glory, the pride and the light, in the name of the people by a sacred design. From the old world to the link is unrestored, with the shield of our fathers and the weight of the sword. Restoring the glory, the pride and the light, in the name of the people by a sacred design. The inheritance is sacred.
It's pretty good.
The link is unbroken.
Rubio's clarion call.
The renewal is here. Restoration.
I was writing another one while this one was going on. I like the finish. That's a pretty cool finish. Well, I like that one. I was writing another one while we we're doing it. Prince of Egypt, Daughter's Favorite Muse. Love the first one. Too New Late. Where did lyrics come from? Written by Colonel. I wrote some of them Bitcoin. Some of them were words I lifted from Marco Rubio's speech to inspire it. And I mixed them together, put that in a Gemini, and that's what they came up with. And then ran it in Suno. So I'm writing another one now. You're going to like this one. Yeah, let me finish this one. Okay. Okay. All right, that's 2 paragraphs. I'll give you one more. No music for me. What do you mean, no music for you? I'm working on it. I'm working on the song. What do you mean, no music for you, Jan? What does that mean? What does that mean? All right, let's see what I get from this. Missed the bit of the first one as my cat insisted to go for it. Okay, Karen, your cats are always up early. Okay, I got it. Let's see. Let's see what it does with this now, okay? All right, got it. Now we put this in Gemini and see what Gemini comes up with from mine. That's not where I'm at. Where's that? Gemini. Create. LY, Oryx, 4A, CUN tree. Song with male, yo seagulls. Okay, all right. Cyril's task team. All right, let's see what we get. And away we go. What are we down to now? 135. I thought you were leaving, Dogzilla. Didn't you have somewhere to go? Okay, now let's go to Suno. Where did Suno go? How did I lose Suno? Okay, that's weird. Not there. Not there. Well, let's put it up here then. That's, oh, there it is. It's over there. I put it in the wrong place. Okay, here we go. Clear that. Clear that. Put that there. Okay, I need to. Vocal style. Okay. Okay. Paste. Stalingrad. Okay. Change the vocals to male. Okay. Okay. All right, let's see what we get with this one now. Oh, back to 144. Jason, what's going on? Good night, Dogzilla. Take care. Let's see how this one goes. This one I call the Stalingrad maneuver. Hope you like this one. We did Rubio's Clarion Call. Now I'm going to try this remix and see what happens there. Really want to try that. Likes 128. Yeah, that's not bad. Not bad. And we're climbing back up. We had a peak of 148. We're 144 now, so that's not bad. All right, the Stalingrad maneuver. Let's see how this goes.
The lights went out in Joburg, now the taps are running dry, while the ivory towers reach up to a dark and dusty sky. The ports are choked with rusted steel, the roads are etched in stone, and the cattle die in the dust while the minister's on his throne. They say the Congo's calling, but our boys are on the run, outgunned by the rabble underneath the scorching sun, while the shadow of the ancient is cast across the land, building patronage and empires in the shifting desert sand. But don't you worry, brother, don't you lose your head. There's a shining new commission for the words already said. Another mountain of a white paper tell us why we're broke, while the smell of desperation rises up like charcoal smoke. Oh, it's Cyril's grand Stalingrad, kicking that can, hiding in the ruins with a brand new plan. Another task team's come, another 10 million spent on a circle of investigators wondering where it went. No one's held to answer, no one's at the wheel, just a hollowed out republic and a broken piece of steel. Yeah, it's digging in the trenches of a failed presidency, while the nation's crying out for a man who'll let us be. We're sick of all the forward look, we're tired of the why. We've got potholes deep as canyons and a bird that cannot fly. It's a network of the connected, it's a feast for all the rich, while the farmer watches livestock dying in a dry bed ditch. He calls it an investigation, I call it a charade, a cover-up in pinstripes and expensive slow parade. They love their plush estates and they love their bank accounts, while the tally of the failures is the only thing that mounts. Oh, it's Cyril's grand Stalingrad, kicking that can, hiding in the ruins with a brand new plan. Another task team's come, another 10 million spent on a circle of investigators wondering where it went. No one's held to answer, no one's at the wheel, just a hollowed out republic and a broken piece of steel. The time is now to wash away the liars in the hall. We need a breed of patriot who's standing 10 feet tall, not a man who solves the yesterday with a paper and a pen, but a leader who can fix the now and bring us back again. No more excuses, no more wait and see. Give us results or give us back the key. Stalingrad, kicking that can. We're done with the commissions and the maybe of a man. No more white papers, no more million-rand delays. We're ushering the leaders who can end these darker days. Out with the charlatans, the rot and the grease. We're taking back our country and we're taking back our peace. Fix the water, fix the light, 'cause the sun is setting, Cyril, and we're ready for the fight.
right, so here's the second one. This one's long.
The lights went out in Joburg, now the taps are running dry, while the ivory towers reach up to a dark and dusty sky. The ports are choked with rusted steel, the roads are etched in stone, and the cattle die in the dust while the minister's on his throne. They say the Congo's calling, but our boys are on the run.
Now, this one's good, but now I want to see how this went. I did a Stalingrad Verteidigung. I can't say Verteidigung. Verteidigung is German. Verteidigung is Afrikaans. Let's see how this went. I don't know. I tried it in Afrikaans. Let's see what it sounds like. This is Afrikaans. Let's see how it goes. You guys tell me if it sucks.
Die ligte is uit in jou burg, die krane loop nou droog, terwyl die wit toringpaleise opreik na die boog. Die havens verstik in roes, die paaie is net klip, en die vee vrek in die stof, terwyl die minister koffie sip. Hulle sê die Kongo roep ons, maar ons manne moet laat waai. Hulle is uit oorlê deur rabbel onder die warm son se draai, terwyl die skadu van die ANC oor die hele land gaan lê, en al rykdom op die roof van die armes vaster lê. Elektriese gitaar kom in, spanning bou op, maar moenie kwel nie broer, moenie jou kop verloor. Daar's 'n blind nuwe kommissie wat ons weer gaan staan en spoor, nog 'n berg vol witskrifte wat ons vertel waarom ons faal.
Just realize it converts something it shouldn't convert.
Op in die donker strate dwaal, volle maan, skop en swaar bas en drommel. Oh, die Suidelse Grand Stalingrad, hy skop die blikkie aan, hy skuil tussen die pyn met 'n splinternuwe plan. Nog 'n taakspan is op pad, nog 10 miljoen vermors. Op ondersoekers wat net wonder wie's die een wat dors. Niemand word getuchtig nie, niemand aan die stuur, net 'n hoorrepubliek wat sy eie as bevuur. Ja, hy grawe in die loopgraaf van 'n presidentsie wat val, terwyl die nasie roep vir 'n man wat resultate haal. Ons is sat vir kyk vorentoe, ons is moeg vir al die hoekom, met gate in die paaie en 'n donker dooie toekoms. Dis 'n netwerk van koneksies, dis 'n feesmaal vir die rykes, terwyl die boer sy vee sien vrek langs droë dongewyke. Hy noem het ondersoeke, ek noem het net 'n klug, 'n toesmedery en pak 'n dier en stadige vlug. Hulle is lief vir pragtend goede en al vette bankbalans, terwyl die land se foute op die afgrond saam dans. Al en uitdagen, oh dis 'n rood. Oh, die Suidelse Grand Stalingrad, hy skop die blikkie aan, hy skuil tussen die pyn met 'n splinternuwe plan. Nog 'n taakspan is op pad, nog 10 miljoen vermors. Op ondersoekers wat net wonder wie's die een wat dors. Die tyd is nou om al die leens uit die sale weg te was. Ons soek 'n ware patrioot wat by die toekoms pas. Nie 'n man wat gister reg maak met 'n pen en met papier, maar 'n leier wat nou opstaan en die foute hier laat. Hier geen verskonings meer nie, geen wag en kyk vir ons.
So you guys like that one, huh? Yeah, but it's like it reads what they're saying and how to play the music. I had to put in the wrong quotes, so I've just created 2 new ones.
Die ligte is uit in Joburg, die krane loop nou droog, terwyl die wit toringpaleise opryk na die boog. Die havens verstik in roes.
Okay, let's try this now. I fixed it so you won't hear the things that you shouldn't hear.
Die ligte is uit in Joburg, die krane loop nou droog, terwyl die wit toringpaleise opryk na die boog. Die havens verstik in roes, die paaie is net klip, en die vee vrek in die stof terwyl die minister koffie sip. Hulle sê die Kongo roep ons, maar ons manne moet laat waai. Hulle sê toorlê die rabbel onder die warm son se draai, terwyl die skare van die ANC oor die hele land gaan lê, en hul rykdom op die roe van die armes vaster lê. Maar moenie kwal nie broer, moenie jou kop verloor, daar's 'n blinknuwe kommissie wat ons weer gaan staan en spoor. Nog 'n berg vol wit skrifte wat ons vertel waarom ons faal, terwyl die reuk van wanhoop in die donker strate dwaal. Oh, dis die rilste Grand Stalingrad, hy skop die blikkie aan, hy skuil tussen die pyn met 'n splintermuwe plan. Nog 'n dagspan is op pad, nog 10 miljoen vermors, op ondersoekers wat net wonder wie's die een wat dors. Niemand word gedagtig nie, niemand aan die stuur, net 'n hol rippie buik wat sy eie is bevuur. Ja, hy grawe in die loopgraf van 'n presidentsie wat faal, terwyl die nasie roep vir 'n man wat resultate haal. Ons is sat vir kyk vorentoe, ons is moeg vir al die hoekom, met gate in die paaie en 'n donker dooie toekoms. Dis 'n netwerk van koneksies, dis 'n feesmaal vir die rykes, terwyl die boer sy vee sien vrek langs droë donge wykes. Hy noem dit ondersoeke, ek noem dit net 'n klag. 'n Toesmeerdery en pakke dier en stadige vlag. Hulle is lief vir prachtlandgoedere en al vette bankbalans, terwyl die land se foute op die afgrond saam dans. Dis die rilste Grand Stalingrad, hy skop die blikkie aan, hy skuil tussen die pyn met 'n splintermuwe plan. Nog 'n dagspan is op pad, nog 10 miljoen vermors, op ondersoekers wat net wonder wie's die een wat dors. Hy skuil tussen die pyn met 'n splinternuwe plan. Nog 'n dagspan is op pad, nog 10 miljoen vermors, op ondersoekers wat net wonder wie's die een wat dors. Die tyd is nou om al die leuns uit die sale weg te was. Ons soek 'n ware patriot wat by die toekoms pas. Nie 'n man wat gister regmaak met 'n pen en met papier, maar 'n leier wat nou opstaan en die foute hier laat hier. Geen verskonings meer nie, geen wag en kyk vir ons. Gee ons resultate of gee die sleutels vir die honds.
So you guys like that one. Let me try one more and then we'll stop with that.
Die ligte is uit in jou bug. Die krane loop nou droog.
No, I like the other one better. Download that. Okay, now I want to try this here, remix. What's that say do? Okay, staff picks. Don't do it late in the conference. I'll remix my own songs. I don't want to remix. I don't want to get rid of my song. That's weird. Okay. Anyway, there you go. What do you guys think of that? So there we go. A couple songs there. Stalingrad Defense. That's what I'm calling that one. Okay, so we have fun with that. Yeah, no, Utopia, I just sent it to an Afrikaans artist, and it wasn't Steve. Good night, Vippy. Zambia closed its borders. I'm not surprised. You're welcome, Spartan God. What is America trying to do? That wasn't rap. It wasn't. It was country, man. You don't know rap. That's not rap. Well, I appreciate that you prefer actual musicians, Holden, but actual musicians won't record songs like The Pot Boils Over and the Colonel's Meet and Greet. They won't record songs like that. And I had a musician promise to write a theme song for my channel 6 years ago. I'm still waiting. Oh, is it a birthday? Jackie Kane? Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and get that up there. Happy birthday to Jackie Kane. There you go. Happy birthday. All right, Siki, take care. Yeah, and the artist promised to produce a song for me 6 years ago, theme song for my channel. Hasn't happened. Can't wait forever. We all die eventually, so I can't wait for someone to write this song one day. Also, you know, when you play other people's music, you get copyright strikes. So, you know, this is my music. I can play it as much as I want, no copyright. It adds a nice touch to the channel. So I appreciate your point, Holden, but it really isn't germane because I can't play other people's music. It doesn't work that way. Or do penguins, yeah. Do penguins have knees? That's the one. Do penguins have knees? And that's the song you're talking about. Do penguins have knees? That's a funny one. I like that one. We've done it with the crabs, you know. Steamed crabs just ain't. Let me go back to the library here. Okay, penguins. Do penguins have knees?
Yeah.
This one was fun.
Whoa.
Afrobeat.
Whoa.
Nah, I don't feel better. Just a little bit more rested, that's all.
Waddling around in their icy suits, little tuxedo troops in boots. Do they have knees? Do they bend? Or just straight lines to the bitter end? Rocket like beneath the waves. Clumsy kings on snowy graves. Do penguins have knees? Tell me please, do penguins have knees? Mystery of the seas. they shuffle slow. A penguin parade where the cold winds blow. But underwater, oh they fly. Fins like wings cutting through the sky. Falling stars on frozen shores. Legs or not, they still endure. Do penguins have knees? Tell me please. Oh, do penguins have knees? Hidden joints, a secret tease. You know.
Have knees. And then there was always this one, steamed crabs just ain't boiling frogs. Love the saxophone.
Crack the shell of a Baltimore dream. Old Bay whispers on a summer steam. Dip your hands in the Chesapeake tide. But frogs don't boil, they leap outside. Maryland crabs on the plate, so divine. But Cyril's pot ain't catching the time. Steam crabs just ain't boiling frogs. They hop, they jump, they're breaking logs. You can't pin them down, they're sly and slick. Steam crabs sit, but frogs are quick. South African shores with a fiery grin. Cyril's stirring, but he won't win. Frogs in the kettle, they leap so high. Crabs stay low, but frogs kiss the sky. Saxophones scream as the bubbles rise, but frogs escape, no compromise. Steam crabs just ain't boiling frogs. They hop, they jump, they're breaking logs. You can't pin them down, they're sly and slick. Steam crabs sit, but frogs are quick.
Steam crashes in balloon frogs. What's this? What's this? I don't know what this one is. Writing a new one while that's going on. Can't remember this song.
I've been sitting with a pad, I finally find it. If they switched our head, I finally could. I see why I failed you plain and clear. Wasn't that I didn't love you, I just wasn't there. I took my comfort over your pain. Tried to give me time like time don't change. You asked for effort I can't control. You needed reassurance, I gave you a call. I see it now ways I couldn't live. You weren't trying to fight, you were trying to win. Not arguments, but peace of mind. You wanted a partner, not a part-time. So I'm not here, choose the truth. I'm here cause I finally do. I'm gonna go home to you. I know I did you wrong, but it's true. I ain't asked you to raise what I put you through. I just wanna go home to you. I'm gonna go home to you. If there's still space for something new, I earned my way back, and I just say it's true. I just wanna go home to you.
That's actually not my song. I don't know who that is. DJ somebody just went straight to that. Okay, here's one more. This is a Monday song. Trying to get you guys jazzed up for Monday. How's that? Okay. 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 Okay, I need advanced options, female vocals. Female, there we go. All right, let's see what happens. We need your batteries recharged. What do you mean, don't worry about us? Yeah, that had a very African feel. Actually, what, instead of Bad Bunny? That was a horrible show. It was almost pornographic, too. Yep, that was something else. Keeping busy as a survival skill, yep. Bad Bunny who? Not even a Bad Bunny. You guys are funny. Right now, off to the school run. Be careful. All right, I'm trying to give you a Monday song, a cheerful song. Let's see. Now, this one I didn't write the lyrics. I just gave it. I gave Gemini the theme I wanted. I told him what I wanted in it. Some horn sections, saxophone, solo, and synthesizers. Let's see how this came out, okay? Let's see.
The alarm clock's singing a brand new key. I'm kicking off the covers, yeah, the world is calling me. The coffee's black, the sky's a neon blue. I've got a 7-day canvas and a gallon of hue. Last week's dust is swept out the door. I'm not the same girl I was the night before. I see the mountain, yeah, I see the stack. I've got 1,000 things to do and I'm not holding back. Check the list, set the pace. I got a winner smile written on my face. Oh, it's Monday morning and the gate is wide. I'm catching the rhythm.
Donna Summer vibe.
There's a wall to climb, there's a bridge to burn. Every single corner is a lesson to learn. Give me the pressure, give me the heat. I'm the master of the week, I'm the pulse of the street. Yeah, Monday's gold, watch it unfold. The inbox is screaming, the phone's on fire, but my ambition is alive. Wire. Don't call it a chore, call it a chance to turn a heavy deadline into a victory dance. I'm building the empire brick by brick, finding the magic in the clock's loud tick. Oh, pressure, give me the heat. I'm the master of the week, I'm the pulse of the street, yeah. 7 days of glory, 7 days of me, 7 days of gold, 7 days of me. I'm ready, I'm ready.
That's pretty good. Second version. That was good. Kick Monday's ass. There's version 2. I like that first one.
The alarm clock singing a brand new key. I'm kicking off the covers, yeah, the world is calling me. The coffee's black, the sky's a neon blue. I got a 7-day canvas and a gallon of hue. Last week's dust is swept out the door. I'm not the same girl I was the night before. I see the mountain, I see the stack. I've got 1,000 things to do and I'm not holding back. Check the list, set the pace. I've got a winter smile written on my face. Oh, it's Monday morning and the gate is wide. I'm catching the rhythm, I'm feeling
This is better. I like this one.
There's a climb, there's a bridge to burn. Every single corner is a lesson to learn. Give me the pressure, give me the heat. I'm the master of the week, I'm the pulse of the street. Yeah, Monday's gold. Watch it unfold. The inbox is screaming, the phone's on fire, but my ambition is alive. Wire. Don't call it a chore, call it a chance to turn a heavy deadline into a victory dance. I'm building the empire brick by brick, finding the magic in the clock's loud tick. I see the mountain, yeah, I see the stack. I've got 1,000 things to do and I'm not holding back. Check the list, set the pace. I've got a winter smile written on my face. Oh, it's Monday morning and the gate is wide. I'm catching the rhythm, I'm feeling the tide. There's a wall to climb, there's a bridge to burn. Every single corner is a lesson to learn. Give me the pressure, give me the heat. I'm the master of the week, I'm the pulse of the street. Yeah, Monday's gold. Watch it unfold. Monday's in a monster, Monday is a door I'm stepping through. I'm asking for more. I'm asking for more. Oh, it's Monday morning and the gate is wide. I'm catching the rhythm, I'm feeling the tide. There's a wall to climb, there's a bridge to burn. Every single corner is a lesson to learn. Give me the pressure, give me the heat. I'm the master of the week, I'm the pulse of the street. 7 days of glory, 7 days of me. Monday morning, I'm ready.
Oh, that was pretty good, huh? That was pretty good. That'll kick Monday's butt. Yeah, that was good. I'm already loading up on my distributor right now. And I like that one so much. I'm already loading it right now. Just got to put all the correct stuff in here. And I got to put the track art on there. I got to do all these things or it won't load. I got to come back here, pick the production date, which is today. 15. Okay, I got 5 minutes to get that done. Genre, pop. Call that pop. Okay, now I need to get this picture done. So, where's the Monday? That's this one. Hang on. Okay. Convert pixel size. Okay, won't let me do that. I gotta upload an image. Monday's for you and me. Make this 1000 by 1000. There we go. Resize. Download. Go to download. Download image. Okay. All right, cool. Now I can finish that off before the hour is up. I got a few seconds here to get this done. Okay, I need artwork. Where's the artwork? There it is. Monday's for you and me. There it is. Cool. Got it. I think I got everything. Looks good. Okay, good. Getting it uploaded. That'll be up on Mondays for you and me. That song will be uploaded to my distributor. Cool beans. Just like that, folks. It might be a big problem with people that are stuck in holding patterns that might need to be investigated. Yeah, you say that, but people have been telling me that for a year. There's no holding pattern. Just a poorly run program. Just a poorly run program. Published Afrikaans one as well. Okay, which the second one? Which one? The Afrikaans version. Was it was this one, I think, wasn't it? Hang on. Was it this one? Varsity Cup. Oh, wow. Missed that.
Die ligte is uit in jou burg. Die krane loop nou droog. Terwyl die wit toringpaleise opreik na.
Was it that version? I don't remember which version it was, so. Anyway, you guys tell me. The first song. I mean, when the first song was in English, it was Rubio's Clarion Call. Was it this one? Hang on.
The lights went out in Joburg. Now the taps are running dry.
That's the English version. Security clearances expiry days. If you ever receive email that flights are being arranged and you get placed 45-day hold for review, they have 15 days to arrange flights. Don't know what you're talking about, Merlin, the trading wizard. Do you work for the USCIS? And how do you know what you're claiming? Lots of people claim lots of things. Yeah, you can email me, of course. Why can't you email me? I got millions of emails to go through. So that first one that I just played, Stalin God for Titan, but it's not what I called it, so I need to download that. I think let me see which one I saved. I think that was the one I saved. Hang on. Okay, that's what that image. Okay, that is the one. Okay. Well, I did like 4 Afrikaans versions. I'm not sure which one. It was this one. It's the problem with doing too many versions.
Die krane loop nou droog. Terwyl die wit toringpaleise opreik na die boog. Die havens verstik in roes. Die paaie is net klip. En die vee vrek in die stof. Terwyl die minister koffie sip.
That one, okay.
Hulle sê die Kongo roep ons, maar ons manne moet laat waai. Hulle sê het oorleef weer die rabbel onder die warm son se draai. Terwyl die skadu van die ANC oor die hele land gaan lê. En al rykdom op die roe van die armes vaster lê. Elektriese gitaar kom in, spanning bou op. Maar moenie kwel nie broer, moenie jou kop verloor. Daar's 'n blind nuwe kommissie wat ons weer gaan staan en spoor. Nog 'n berg vol wetskrifte wat ons vertel waarom ons faal. Terwyl die reuk van wanhoop in die donker strate dwaal. Volle baan, skop en swaar bas en dromme. Oh, die Surelse Grand Stalingrad, hy skop die blikkie aan. Hy skuil tussen die pyn met 'n splinternuwe plan. Nog 'n taakspan is op pad, nog 10 miljoen vermors. Op ondersoekers wat net wonder wie's die een wat dors. Niemand word getuchtig nie, niemand aan die stuur. Net 'n hoorrepubliek wat sy eie as bevuur. Ja, hy grawe in die loopgraaf van 'n presidentsie wat val. Terwyl die nasie roep vir 'n man wat resultate haal. Ons is sat vir kyk vorentoe. Ons is moeg vir al die hoekom. Met gate in die paaie en 'n donker dooie toekoms. Dis 'n netwerk van koneksies, dis 'n feesmaal vir die rykes. Terwyl die boer sy vee sien vrek langs droë donge wykes. Hy noem het ondersoeke, ek noem het net 'n klug. 'n Toesmedery en pak 'n dier en stadige vlug. Hulle is lief vir pragtend goeide en al vette bankbalans. Terwyl die land se foute op die afgrond saam dans. Ad en uitdagen. Oh, dis 'n roer. Oh, die Surelse Grand Stalingrad, hy skop die blikkie aan. Hy skuil tussen die pyn met 'n splinternuwe plan. Nog 'n taakspan is op pad, nog 10 miljoen vermors. Op ondersoekers wat net wonder wie's die een wat dors.
You guys can't make your mind which one it is. Some people love this version, some people say it's not the right version. I did 4 versions in Afrikaans. That was the first version. The second one was, I didn't really play much. Then I did it when I thought I fixed. I played that, and you guys said that wasn't a version. Anyway, I don't know. They all sound pretty good to me. Anyway, so I'm uploading that now. Yep. So anyway, so how can you get a version of it? Well, it'll be on iTunes soon enough if you want, or you can just listen to it on DJ Silver Eagle Topic on YouTube when it gets posted on there, which take a few days. So let me see which one this is. This is, God bless, now I can't remember which one. It's this one. Which one is it? Oh, now I can't see which one it is. It's that one. Oh, is it that one? Shoot. Yes, that's that one. Okay. I need that picture there. No. Okay, now I can upload it. That's not what I wanted. I'm trying to copy the words and it wants it to. Oh, I can't do that. I got to convert the image. Oh, sometimes this can be frustrating. Got to convert the image now. Upload new. Resize it. Download. Download image. Okay, cool. Now I've got an image I can put on there. Okay. Release date is 16th now. It's after midnight, so now I got to put the album cover on there, and then we're good. Okay, that's not the right one then. There we go. That should be it. It's loading up now. Okay, cool. Don't curse nor dynamic convey. Some admins spam every time I mention it. We build show publics. What are you talking about, Devet? I don't see any getting banned. You keep saying being banned. If you're banned, you wouldn't be here. Did you get a timeout, or was your text deleted? Whoever's deleting you for, I don't know why you're deleting Devet Martens. I haven't seen anything they said it deserves to be deleted. I think you're just making that up. No one's deleting you. I go back here. I don't see a single message from you deleted. I think you're just pleading victim when there's no victimhood here. There's not one message from you deleted. I can see deleted messages. I've gone back now to 11:41, which is a half an hour ago. 11:37. 11:35. 32 minutes ago, not a single message from you has been deleted. I don't know what you're talking about. You complain about this every time you come on here. Oh, not tonight. Well, I've addressed it already. Maybe it's not happening anymore. And it should tell you who the moderator is that takes you off. So why don't you send me an email and tell me who is doing it? Because I'm not seeing it. I can't fix something I don't see. I've already addressed this. You need to let me know, okay? Otherwise, I can't do anything. I've already told people I don't see any reason to delete you, so I'm not sure what more I'm supposed to do. It is President's Day, yes. Celebrating President Lincoln and President Washington. "35 degrees in Pearl." That's warm. That's warm. This is not the right one. I can't win with you guys. This one's good. I don't listen out for kind. This one's good. Okay, there you go. Anyway, all right, guys. We've been at this for 2 hours. Didn't realize that long. I've got to set up the stream for the interview at 10 o'clock, which is in less than 10 hours. Also, I've got some other work to do here. I need to start getting my taxes done. I worked on them in early January, but it's time to get working on them now. They're due in 2 months from now. Yep. Anyway, thank you all. They don't really celebrate President's Day. Just federal workers get President's Day off. That's about it. No one really celebrates President's Day. It's just another federal holiday that federal workers get off, but people don't really celebrate it. Thank you. All right. Cool beans. You guys take care. Be well. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Happy birthday once again. Somebody had a birthday earlier. Put the cake up for them. Thanks for being here. I hope you like the new music. I like the Monday song. Did I publish the Monday song? I think I did publish Monday song. Let me go back and see if I published the Monday song. Just for a kid. Yeah, Monday's for you and me. So I did that in the Stalingrad defense. Okay, cool. Alrighty, guys. Be well. Have a good night. Cheers. Thanks for being here. Oh, that's needed to close that. And then we come down here. All right. See you guys later on. Bye-bye.